Hi students, today we will discuss problems after the chapter. So here the first problem is a stretched wire of length 0.6 0.6 meters is observed to vibrate with a frequency of 30 hertz in the fundamental mode. Okay, a stretched wire is vibrate a fundamental mode. So the length is given, solution length equals to 0.6 meters and the frequency equals to, so it is 30 hertz. Okay, so it is vibrate with a frequency of 30 hertz in fundamental mode. If the string has linear mass density is 0.05 kilogram per meter, so then here mu is given, mu equals to 0.05 kilogram per meter. Okay, so find the velocity of propagation of the transverse waves in the string. So we know that the fundamental frequency mu equals to, so here velocity by 2L. So when it is vibrate with the fundamental mode, so only one loop, mu equals to V by 2L. So that implies V equals to mu into 2L. So what is mu? So mu is 30 into 2 into L equals to 0.6. Okay, here 3 to the 6 into 6, that equals to 36 meter per second. So this is the velocity of wave. So next, so this is A. Next to B. So here the tension of the string, the relation between the velocity, okay, velocity V equals to square root of T by mu. So we can find out V square equals to T by mu. So from this equation, tension T equals to mu into V square. So mu into V square. So tension T equals to, what is mu? 0.05 into V equals to 36 whole square. So the tension T equals to 64.8 newtons. So this is the value of tension of the string. Tension of the string is 64.8 newtons and the velocity of the wave is 36 meter per second. So now second problem. A steel cable of diameter 3 cm is kept under tension of 10 kilonewtons. The density of the steel is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. So with what speed would transverse wave propagates along the cable? So we can find out the speed of the wave. So given diameter D equals to 3 centimeter, so then radius R equals to 1.5 centimeter equals to 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So given tension T equals to is given, T equals to 10 kilonewtons. 10 kilonewtons equals to 10 into kilo equals 10 power 3 newtons. So total 10 power 4 newtons. Okay, so here the density is given, density equals to 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. It is given in CGS units. It is converted to MKS units. 7.8 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube. Okay, so now we can find out the speed. Speed V equals to square root of T by mu. So a mu is the linear density. So we given here they given volume density 7.8 into 10 to the power of 3 kilogram per meter cube. So here the relation between the density and linear density is square root of T by area into density. So here 10 power 4 divided by area pi r square. So pi equals to 22 by 7, r equals to 1.5 whole square, into rho equals to 7.8 into 10 to the power of 3 under root. Speed V equals to, we can calculate with using of calculator. So it equals to 42.6 meter per second. So this is the speed of the propagation of wave in the steel cable. Third problem, two progressive transverse waves given by y1 equals to, so here two progressive wave equations are given. So y1 equals to 0.07 sin pi 12x minus 500t, and y2 is given, y2 equals to 0.07 sin pi 12x plus 500t. So both are equal amplitude and so equal angular frequency, so but opposite direction, it moves opposite direction. So it is progressive wave, it is reflected wave traveling along a stretched string from nodes and antinodes. So what is the displacement at the nodes and antinodes? What is the wavelength of the standing wave? So here amplitude, first amplitude A1 equals to 0.07 meters and A2 equals to also 0.07 meters, and here k value equals to, so this is like y equals to a sin, here y equals to a sin kx minus omega t and kx plus omega t. So here k equals to 12 pi, so k equals to 12 pi. So now at nodes A1 minus A2 equals to 0.07 minus 0.07 equals to 0 meters. At antinode, so here at antinode displacement A1 plus A2, that equals to 0.7 0.07 plus 0.07 equals to 0.14 meters. So next, what is the wavelength of the standing wave? The relation between lambda equals to 2 pi by k, okay, or k equals to 2 pi by lambda, that equals to 2 pi divided by k equals to 12 pi. Pi gets cancelled, 2 ones are 2 6 are equals to 0.16 meters. So this is the wavelength of this standing wave. So next, fourth problem. A string has a length of 0.4 meters. So here it is L equals to 0.4 meters and mass M equals to 0.16 grams, okay, equals to 0.16 into grams equals 10 to the power minus 3 kilograms. So if the tension of the string is 70 newtons, tension is given, tension T equals to 70 newtons. So what are the three lowest frequencies it produces when it's plugged? So when it is plugged, what is the lowest frequencies? So fundamental frequency mu1 equals to 1 by 2L into square root of T by mu. So mu is the linear density. We can find out linear density here. Mu equals to mass by length. So what is mass? 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by length 0.4. So mu equals to 0.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kilogram per meter. So we can substitute first one. Mu1 equals to 1 by 2 into 0.4 square root of 70 by 0.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So this value we can calculate with using of calculator. So it equals to 523 hertz. It is the fundamental frequency. And second harmonic, so mu2 equals to 2 mu1 equals to 2 into 523, that equals to 1046 hertz. And third one, mu3 equals to 3 into mu1, that equals to 3 into 523 equals to 1569 hertz. So these are the three fundamental frequencies: 523 hertz, 1046 hertz, 1569 hertz. Fifth problem. A metal bar, when clamped at its center, resonates in its fundamental frequency with longitudinal waves of frequency 4 kilohertz. So here this is a rod. So when it is plugged here, so it is oscillates like here, and standing wave is formed. At here antinode, node, antinode is formed. Okay, length we consider the length is L. So two continuous antinodes, the distance between two continuous antinodes equals to, so here two continuous antinodes equals to L equals the distance equals to lambda by 2. That implies lambda equals to 2L. Okay, frequency mu equals to, so what is the frequency here? Frequency equals to V by lambda equals to V by 2L. So this V by 2L equals to, frequency is given 4 kilohertz. 4 kilohertz. 4 kilohertz. This is equation number 1. If the clamp is removed to one end, it is moved to one end, so what will be the fundamental resonance frequency? Same rod, so it is moved to one end. The clamp is moved to one end. So then it is resonance, it is resonates and to form. So here node is formed, here antinode is formed. The length is same, L equals to. So in this system, length L equals to two continuous antinode and node, lambda by 4. That means lambda equals to 4L. So then frequency mu dash equals to, so V by lambda, that equals to V by 4L. So here V by 2L, so V by 2L equals to, so completely V by 2L equals to mu, so mu by 2. So mu dash equals to, mu dash equals to, so mu equals to, so it is given 4 kilohertz by 2, that equals to 2 kilohertz. 2 to the 4. So the frequency, what will be the fundamental resonance frequency? The fundamental resonance frequency after the placard is moved to one end equals to 2 kilohertz. Sixth problem, a closed organ pipe 70 centimeters long is sounded if the velocity of the source is 331 meter per second. So what is the fundamental frequency of vibration of the air column? So here this is a closed organ pipe, the closed organ pipe. Okay, the length is 70 centimeters, length is given, length L equals to 70 centimeters, it is converted to meter, 70 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Okay, so if the velocity of the source is, velocity V equals to 331 meter per second. Okay, it is sounded, then it is form one loop, fundamental frequency of the vibration of the air column. So here node is formed, here antinode is formed. So L equals to lambda by 4, that equals to lambda equals to 4L. Frequency mu equals to fundamental frequency mu equals to, so here V by lambda, so V by 4L. So what is V? 331 divided by 74 into length 70 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, so then frequency mu equals to, so when to calculate with using of calculator, so 118.2 hertz. So this is the fundamental frequency of this air column, closed organ pipe. So next, seventh problem. A vertical tube is made to stand in water so that the water level can be adjusted. So for example, so this is a beaker. This beaker is consists the water. When a pipe is stand in the water, so what happens? The water is moves like here. So this is a pipe. Okay, sound waves of frequency 320 hertz. The frequency is given, frequency mu equals to 320 hertz are sent into the top of the tube. If the standing wave are produced at two successive water levels of 20 centimeter and 73 centimeters, what will be the speed of the sound waves in the air in tube? So first of all, when sound wave is inside, so what happens? First of all, a fundamental frequency is produced here. Only it moves at certain frequency, certain length. The length L1 equals to 20 centimeter, equals 20 into 10 power minus 2 meters. Again, second one, it moves like same pipe, so it is resonates, that is L1 equals to, here it is L1 equals to lambda by 4. Okay, again L2 equals to it is oscillate. So this is the pipe. The pipe is consist water, it is closed pipe, it is oscillates two loops. So L2 equals to lambda by 4 plus lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 4. Okay, this L2 equals to 3 lambda by 4, that is 73 centimeters, equals 73 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. So what is the velocity of sound waves? Speed of the sound waves, V equals to how much? So here L2 minus L1 equals to 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4 equals to 2 lambda by 4, it equals to lambda by 2. Okay, that implies lambda equals to 2 into L2 minus L1. So what is the relation between the frequency and velocity? velocity v equals to so here 2 into lambda into mu L2 minus L1. So we can substitute velocity v equals to 2 into 320 into 73 minus 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, can calculate with using of calculator. So the value is 339. Okay, 339 meter per second. 339 meter per second. So this is the value of velocity of sound in this way. Okay, next problem, 8th problem. Two argon pipes of length 65 centimeter, 70 centimeter respectively are sounded simultaneously. How many beats per second will produce between the fundamental frequencies of two pipes? So here velocity of sound is given 330 meter per second. So here velocity of sound v equals to 330 meter per second. First argon pipe length L1 equals to 65 centimeters, that equals 0.65 meters, and L2 equals to second argon pipe length is 70 centimeter, equals 0.70 meter. Okay, how many beats per second? So beats is nothing but, beat frequency is nothing but the frequency difference between the two argon pipes. So what is the frequency? V by 2L1 minus V by 2L2, that equals to V equals to 330 divided by 2 into 0.65 minus 330 divided by 2 into 0.70. Okay, that equals to here 253.8 minus 235.8. So the difference between these two is 18. So 18 hertz. The beat frequency, how many beats per second is produced? 18 beats are produced per second. So this is the beat frequency. Okay, next problem. 9th problem. A train sounds its whistle as it approaches and crosses a level crossing. An observer at the crossing measures a frequency of 219 Hz as the train approaches and a frequency of 184 Hz as it leaves. If the speed of the sound is taken to be 340 meter per second, find the speed of the train and the frequency of its whistle. Okay, here the observer is constant. In first case, observer is at rest. Observer at rest, and train is source is moves towards and outwards, leaves from the observer. So here observer, source is moving towards and it leaves at level crossing, it leaves to the observer. So first of all, the condition is mu dash equals to v by v minus vs into mu. Okay, so when train is come towards the observer, so when train is leaves from the observer, so mu double dash equals to v by v plus vs into mu. So this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So it is come to the observer, the source or the train is comes to the so observer, so mu dash equals to v by v minus vs into mu, and mu double dash, it is leaves from the observer, mu double dash equals to v by v plus vs into mu. So equation number 1 by equation number 2 means mu dash by mu double dash equals to, so it is written as v by v minus vs into mu divided by v by v plus vs into mu. Okay, mu gets cancelled, the v gets cancelled, mu dash by mu double dash equals to v plus vs by v minus vs. So this is equation number 3. Okay, here the v is the velocity, okay, velocity of sound. So vs is the velocity of source. We can find out, first of all, find the speed of the train. So we can find speed of the train. So here mu dash is given, mu dash when the train is approaches, mu dash equals to 219 heads. When train is leaves, mu double dash equals to 184 heads, and the velocity of sound v equals to 340 meter per second. Okay, can substitute here mu dash equals to 219 divided by 184 equals to, so v equals to 340 plus vs divided by 340 minus vs. Okay, so here cross multiplication, so vs equals to, after the calculation, so vs equals to 29.5 meter per second. So next, find out the frequency of the whistle. Frequency of the whistle is nothing but original frequency of the whistle, mu. Here we can substitute vs and v value and mu dash value or mu double dash value in these equations. From equation number 1, so mu equals to, so here mu dash into v minus vs by v. So what is mu dash? 219 into v equals to 340 minus 29.5, okay, divided by 340. So then the frequency of the whistle mu equals to, so it is calculated with using of calculator, so it equals to 200, it is 199.98 hertz, approximately equals to, it equals to 200 hertz. 200 hertz, it is a whistle frequency. So next 10th problem, last problem. Two trucks heading in opposite direction with speed of 60 km per hour and 70 km per hour respectively. So two trucks, truck number 1 and truck number 2. So here truck number 1 and truck number 2 both are here. So it is come towards, approaches, okay, approaches respectively. The speed is v1 equals to, first truck is 60 km per hour, 60 km per hour, okay. So here another truck is observer, so it is first truck is moves, observer is moves here. So observer, it is source, it is observer, VO equals to 70 km per hour. 60 km per hour is nothing but 60 into 5 by 18. So that equals to 300 by 18 meter per second. Next second one, it is 70 into 5 by 18. It is 350 by 18 meter per second. Okay, the frequency of the truck source mu equals to 400 hertz. Now we can find out what is the frequency does the driver of the second truck here. So it is moves. So the velocity here, velocity v equals to 330 meter per second. Okay, it is approaches each other. So first one, mu dash equals to, when it is approaches to each other, so then mu into, so here v plus v naught divided by v minus vs. Vs is the velocity of the source, v naught is the observer. So here observer is here. So then mu dash equals to 400 into v equals to 330 plus v naught equals to 350 divided by 18 divided by 330 minus vs equals to 300 by 18. Okay, 300 by 18. So then mu dash equals to, so when it is calculate 446 hertz. Okay, the observer is listening the frequency, that is it is increased because it is comes to each other, approaches to each other. So the apparent frequency is 446 hertz. When it is leaves, okay, After the coming, it is leaves together. So the frequency is mu dash equals to, okay, mu dash equals to mu into V minus V naught divided by V plus Vs. So then mu dash equals to 400, mu equals to 400, so V equals to 330 minus 350 by 18 divided by 330 plus 300 by 18. Okay, so then mu dash equals to, so we can multiply it, it is 358.33 hertz. The observer is heard the frequency 358.33 hertz. So because it is leaves each other, okay, each other, so it is going back, so then the frequencies decreases. So this is the apparent frequency. Okay, this is the end of the chapter, end of the problem, end of the chapter. Thank you.